Hello everybody, welcome back to Dark Souls Remastered. I think we're on episode 4 now, or 5? Anywho, last episode we made it all the way down to the bottom of Blight Town, forgot to get the Rusted Iron Ring, killed the Gaping Dragon, met a few people. Now, one thing I want to take note of, I have not rested at the bonfire. This is for a good reason. So since I didn't rest at any bonfires, my last spawn point, or checkpoint, is set down in Blight Town, meaning that I can just use a homeward bone and go right back down there rather than having to make the long trek. So, now what I'm going to try to do is make it through the Undead Asylum on 3 heals without activating, or without resting at any bonfires. We're going to light them, but we aren't going to activate them. Also, this guy here is gone. So I don't know how that's going to go. It's going to be interesting, to say the least. But the main reason I'm doing this is because I do not want to have to worry about the swamp and also a few other places. I'm also not going to go there right away. I want to go over to Andre first and buy some Titanite shards to further upgrade my battle axe, because we're only rocking a +4 right now. And for the next boss, I do not want +4. I might actually have enough. They're not. I think they're not chunks. The thing after things. The thing after scales. I forget what it's called. Stones, maybe. To upgrade a little bit into level 10. I don't know if I can get up to level 10 yet, but I'll be close. So, we're just gonna head down to Andre and upgrade our shit. Oh, Andre, my baby boo! How are you doing? I'm back.
Well, hello again. You seem to be doing all right. Need anything forged?
Yes, sir, I do. So, let's... Why is my straight sword hilt damaged? Okay. Anywho, we're just gonna repair all of this. And then I don't think I have enough to do it right, so I need 3. Meaning he gets to rob me blind for a second, because that is stupid expensive. Upgrade you. Then we go to modify equipment, modify you into a +6. And then I don't think I have any more. No. But, I mean, even +6 is okay. I'm going to try my best. If I sound like I'm a little energized, by the way, maybe a little louder than usual, I just downed a NOS. I just got off work, and I wanted to play Dark Souls, and I wanted to record, but I need a little bit of a hop-up, so I guzzled a big NOS in, like under a minute. And now we're here. Now I'm super pumped up, because once I start playing Dark Souls, it's an addiction. I can't stop until I've played through the whole series at least twice, and then I can play other games again. But, yeah. So now we're gonna head to the, back to where the game very first started. And I know this is gonna seem a little bit odd, because I've been up here before, but just watch, because I picked up a key here. But if you just watch, you can curl up like a little ball. There we go. And like I said, you should probably recognize this because this is the start of the game. And now, obviously, the place has changed a bit. I might have to end up resting at a bonfire here. So, be very careful, because as you can see, these guys hurt very bad. Everything here does. I'm actually a little bit low leveled for this, but I'm not looking to go too far. Mainly that attack. That attack will absolutely annihilate you. Oh, you're not dead. So just be very, 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 very careful if you're coming back here. Now, whatever you do, do not walk in the middle of the floor. You'll find out later. Do not do it. It is a death sentence. I have to fight a Black Knight here. I might be able to parry him. Oh, someone's chasing me. Yeah. The reason I know that is because a bonfire let out. Anybody else chasing me? No. Okay, I don't have that much stuff on me. I guess I'm just gonna say fuck it, we ball. That's all I really can say here. So, we're gonna test our hand at parrying. Bam, got him. Now, as you can see, this fucker has a lot of health. Owie. Owie again. Okay, we are going to promptly fuck off. And get stuck in the corner and fucking die. Oh my god. That could have gone so much worse. Alright. Got him again. Bam! 3! Fuck you, buddy. Just too good. I'm too good. And he drops the red Titanite chunk. Damn. Alright, I'm not mad at that at all. So now, another thing. If you remember way back to the guy that gave us our Estus, his name was Oscar. Remember how he said that we need to run away because if he comes back, he's going to go hollow. And he died in that room right there. So, he should have activated. You can get the Black Knight here to fight Oscar. I just think it's a little too cheap. I'm sorry, buddy. Now we do want to be a little careful. Oscar does hit kind of hard. But he does fat roll, which is something we can use to our advantage. Meaning he gets heavily reduced iframes. Okay. Does my shield not have 100% physical? No, it does. He must have some sort of imbued weapon, because he did damage there. Okay, the crest shield, if I remember correctly, gives me stamina back. No, it's the grass crest shield that does that. Okay, so we're not worried about that. That up there is the item that we are trying to get. But now we have to get it without heals, which is going to be interesting. No items in here. We could go to that bonfire down there. Oh, that respawns! I forgot all about that. Okay, a little more needless damage. It's alright. That just means we aren't going for risky parries. These guys are still out here. They're just that a little bit stronger. Now, I think what I'm gonna do, just because I don't want to die, I need my black fire bombs ready. Now there are 2 of these guys in here. We want to try to lure them one at a time. Just go very, very slow. Alright, now he's coming after me. And as you can see, black fire bombs do a shit ton of damage, much more so than the normal fire bombs. And I think they actually might also go a little farther. So now we have the key for this. And we can go pick up this here. The rusted iron ring. Now we just drop right down here. And bam, we're back here. I didn't think we'd actually be able to do that on 3 heals, especially with the Black Knight, I'm not gonna lie. But we're fucking awesome and we did it. So now, all we're gonna do is use a homeward bone. Oh, didn't mean to do that. All we're gonna do, use a homeward bone, bam. We're just gonna head right back down to Blighttown. Okay, so now we can finally rest. We are going to, am I hollowed right now? I am not hollowed right now, damn. We are doing good. We are doing very good right now. So, we're gonna do this. And then I can unequip these. Now we get to explore the Great Swamp. I'm also going to put purple moss clumps on. And the ring that we came here for. And for anyone, so I have to take that life ring off, but as you can see, it really doesn't give me that much. The little chunk of health that's missing is how much health it gives me. Granted, extra health is obviously welcome, but it is what it is. But now, if you remember, before we were stuck walking around the swamp super, super slow, but now we aren't, which is very, very nice. So as you can see, there's a plank shield. This appears to be absolutely useless, right? Wrong. Dark Souls is full of illusory walls. So, we have a chest here. Twin Humanities. But, this would assume to be the end of it, right? Wrong. We have another illusory wall. This comes down to the Great Hollow, which is kind of painful to navigate, if I'm being honest. But we aren't worried about this right now. I don't even know if we're going to do too much down here. There's no boss down here that we're missing by any means. There are just a few items, and then there's a Dragon Covenant that we can join. I might come down here later, maybe just to kind of show it off, but there aren't any items we need. So, now, it's going to level up, probably drop a level into, yeah, except for this is Sen's Fortress, we're going to need health. Okay. Also, do I have anything else that I can attune here? Poison Mist. No. Okay. So now we're going to make a mad dash for the boss. There are guys up here that are going to throw rocks at us, which is as unpleasant as it sounds. We're going to try to mitigate the damage we take as much as possible. Pick this up. Ah! Oh, man, I was hoping we wouldn't get poisoned. I should have waited. So running across this... Ah, bugs. Running across this, I'm pretty sure we're going to end up getting poisoned. It is what it is. Yeah, the thing I just went across my screen, that's a rock. That's the guy I'm talking about. So we're just going to run up here. Away from the main rock man. Now we are in Quelaag's domain. So, these guys here, whatever you do, do not attack them. They explode into a bunch of little leeches that deal a fuck ton of damage. It is not a good time. At all. At all. And, we have a summon sign here. You might remember the invasion from last episode, the cannibal. Maneater Mildred. We actually picked up her weapon. So, if you kill her as the Phantom, you get to summon her for this, which we're going to do. Just because I'm trying to finish quest lines and shit. She's only summonable for this boss, but it counts as a quest line. And like I said, we're trying to get as much done, so might as well. So she's going to help us fight this next boss here. Quelaag is probably one of the coolest bosses, but she is very, very dangerous. She will absolutely wreck your shit if you aren't careful. And as you can see, my pyromancies don't do any damage to her. Meaning it is literally useless to try and use pyromancies against her. And if you manage, if you're using like a polearm or something, like a spear or a halberd, you can hit the woman portion rather than the spider portion to deal a lot more damage. But I don't have a long enough weapon to do that. Please let me out. And now she's gonna start spraying lava around. Oh, we're getting hit by that AoE. Surprisingly not. I think it goes without saying, don't walk into the lava. It hurts. Okay, whatever. Side is Quelaag. Mildred makes Quelaag super, super, super easy. I think Mildred could actually probably solo Quelaag, if I'm being honest. Not a hard fight. So with that out of the way, you might remember how the Crestfallen Warrior, the guy at the bonfire, said that there was a bell here, down at the bottom of Blighttown, which there is. This is the second Bell of Awakening. Alright, ring the bell. Quelaag's domain, trophy earned. So, the bells were put in place to wake up the giant up there. When the giant was woken up, he was supposed to essentially ring the bell. Now, this place here is very, 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 very high level. We don't want to fuck around here too much. Now, the reason I say that is there is a boss here of whom drops a fuck ton of souls that has a built-in cheese, if you will. So yeah, the demon runes, we are not the right level for the demon runes whatsoever. We will absolutely get our shit rocked by even the most basic enemies. So we're going to drop points into endurance. And same with the other little slug guys. Don't attack these. It is a bad, bad, bad idea. You can even see the fog wall over there. So we are about to quite literally beat the dick off of someone, as goofy as that sounds. And his even named a little bit of a funny name. I think it's on purpose. So as you can see, those are... You can't really see it too well, but those are Taurus demons down there, the second boss we fought. And that there is a Capra demon. And down there, I don't know if you can really see them, there's a shitload more Capra demons. Bosses we've fought and almost died to are the normal enemy here in lava. So this is not where we want to be right now. But with this being so high level, there is a boss over here that I'm absolutely confident that I can beat. It's just gonna be a matter of a little bit of luck and a fuck ton of running. So this boss, like I said, you quite literally beat the dick off of him if you use the strategy that I'm gonna use. And unlike other bosses, upon walking into the fog gate, he doesn't do anything. Like, he isn't just instantly on your ass. And he is never on your ass until you actually make him mad. He is totally passive. And, well, not passive, neutral. So you're literally just killing this guy, I guess. He is that thing right there. We are going to beat the cock off of him, which, again, is as goofy as it sounds. It's exactly what's happening. You can even come right here and say hello to him. Hello, Mr. Ceaseless Discharge. Ceaseless Discharge is his name, which is kind of funny. He's looking at me. He gives no fucks. He's a nice guy. Until we go into his sister's dresser and steal her clothes. That's right, we are yoinking his sister's panties and then cutting his dick off. So now we're gonna make a mad dash for the beginning. Ow! We're just gonna keep running. We're gonna heal up so he doesn't nail us. And then we're just gonna keep running. And we're gonna keep running. We've got his sister's panties and we aren't giving them back, brother. We are going. We're gonna snort the shit out of these things. Just keep fucking scooting. Do not stop. If he catches up, he will annihilate me, and I can hear him getting very, very, very close. So we just... Ah! Fuck, that actually scared me. So, he runs up super close here, and now we just swing away at his cock. And that is Ceaseless Discharge. In an attempt to protect his family's honor, I'll stop talking for this cutscene here. Okay, so let me backstep it a little bit. The reason I'm saying this is his sister's panties is because it essentially is. That is one of the daughters of Chaos. If you remember way back to the opening, they are the daughters of Izalith, who created the firestorm, so to speak. They created pyromancy. And they, when the fire was starting to go out, they remade a sort of fake fire. But from the fake fire came the demons, and the demons sort of fucked up Izalith and all of her daughters, turning them into demons and killing them entirely. So, that was one of the daughters of Izalith, but I think that one's actually a son, if I remember correctly, but he's counted as one of the daughters. The clothes that we just stole were the clothes of one of the dead daughters of Izalith. Quelaag, whom we just fought, is one of the daughters of Izalith. And we're actually going to fight a few more of the daughters of Izalith. So these pyromancies we're using were made by them, which is kind of cool. And as you can see, now that we killed him, Ceaseless Discharge, the reason he's called that is because he is non-stop producing lava. Ceaseless meaning stop, discharge being the lava that he's not stopping, if that makes sense. So yeah, now the lava's died down and we can actually go down here. But as previously stated, we don't want to. Bad. Very bad. And now that Ceaseless Discharge is dead, these egg guys will actually attack us. So be a little bit careful for that. Just run away. They're slow. They don't deal a whole lot of damage. But whatever you do, please, dear God, don't attack them. It is a horrible, 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 horrible idea. Now we're going to save these souls so that way we can go up and upgrade our Pyromancy Flame as much as we possibly can before Sen's Fortress. Because Sen's Fortress is kind of a pile of asshole to get through. It's not nice at all. It's definitely not the worst, but it's not the best. So, before we leave here, what we want to do is this. There's a secret wall here. Don't attack this egg guy, just like the ones before. Talk to him. He's a nice egg man.
There. What have we here? Are you a new servant?
And to him you say yes.
But you have no eggs. Ah, no matter. Go along and have audience with our fair lady. I pray that you will mind your manners.
So, all of these little egg guys are worshipping this lady here. And this is also who Quelaag was protecting. This is another one of the Daughters of Chaos, who also seems to be fused with a demon spider. But there's also obviously something wrong with her, so she's all webbed up and shit here. We do want to rest at this bonfire, mostly just for later. Once we're able to fast travel, we can fast travel back to this one, which makes getting to the demon ruins much easier, and in the event we need to come to Blighttown much easier. There, from what I know, used to be a secret wall here. There is not anymore, but there used to be, which is kind of cool. So, we're going to join this covenant. She actually does say things. Right now, we can't understand what she's saying. We need something called, I believe it's the Old Witch's Ring or something like that. It's one of the starting items, and I think you can pick it up later to tell what she's saying. But right now, we're really not worried about it. Instead, we're interested in joining the Covenant. To which we say yes. Now we are Chaos Servants. And she teaches us the best pyromancy in the game, in my opinion. Great Chaos Fireball. This thing is nuts. So, now, the way that this covenant works is you offer humanity. I have, let's see, 24. So I only have 24 humanity. We need to come back here with a whopping 30 for Solaire's quest line, which is going to be a little bit rough. We might have to go to the sewers and farm humanity, if you remember, the rats drop humanity. But, I mean, you never know. And also this lift here, it's inoperable right now. Later, it's a very, very good shortcut to have. But right now, we don't need it. So, now that both bells have been rung, we are going to make our way back up to Firelink Shrine, which is going to be quite a process, to say the least. So I'm just going to cut it here, and we will see you guys back at Firelink Shrine. Okay, so we're back at Firelink Shrine. We're going to go ahead and rest here. but we're not going to level up. We are going to talk to him. You remember this guy here? This absolute buffoon that was like, oh, you can't ring the bells. You're just a hollow. Nah, nah, nah. Well, guess what I did, bitch? I rang them both. Go fuck yourself.
Did you ring the second bell?
Better believe it,
That is
pussy.
incredible, I must say. But now we have a new problem. It's noisy, it snores, and its breath is lethal. This is no laughing matter, I tell you.
So, he's saying there's somebody else here.
That stench. And I was really beginning to like it here. Maybe it's time I do something about it. Maybe it's...
Okay. So, what he's talking about, and we're going to stop here quick, is this big man here. But the crestfallen warrior is complaining about nothing, because this is a very, very friendly man.
Ah, hello. Was it you who rang the bell of awakening? I am the primordial serpent, King Seeker Framt, close friend of the great Lord Gwyn, chosen undead, who has rung the bell of awakening. I wish to elucidate your fate. Do you seek such enlightenment?
We're going to say yes. So, there are two endings to this game. One is from this guy, and one is from someone who we can presume to be his brother. We're not going to worry about the other guy's ending. We're just going to do this one for the sake of simplicity. The hiccup, sorry. The other ending is cool, but it isn't canon, and it's... you got to jump through a shit ton of hoops to do it. So we're not going to worry about it. So we're just going to say yes. And take note if he said he's good friends with Great Lord Gwyn, who is the guy who branded us. Everything is Gwyn's fault. Everything that's going on is Gwyn's fault. He's the one who put dark signs on people and made them hollow. And he's worried about losing his power and all that shit. So this is Gwyn's friend, essentially the bad guy's friend.
Very well. Then I am pleased to share. Chosen undead. Your fate is to succeed the great Lord Gwyn, so that you may link the fire, cast away the dark, and undo the curse of the undead. To this end, you must visit Anor Londo and acquire the Lord Vessel.
Okay. So, he wants us to succeed his friend and become basically the new... think of it like a king. The new king of this land. So that way we can save everybody from being hollow and all of that.
I am pleased to see you well. Is it something urgent?
And now we can finally sell items.
Farewell.
Okay. Now we're going to use all of these souls. Did I put... I did.
Oh, hello there. You've been a stranger these days. Why? What's spectacular pyromancy? Tell me about it. I have never seen anything like it.
So, if you remember we picked up the Great Chaos Fireball, he's asking us about it. We're gonna tell him yes. Which might be a little controversial, but we're gonna tell him yes.
Why, yes, of course. Thank you for sharing. I'm still an able pyromancer. I shall locate her myself. I'm in your debt, once again.
So now he's gonna go try and... go figure out the pyromancy for himself. Now, we are going to spend an ass ton of souls.
Goodbye then. Come back if you...
And then we're also going to use all of these. I think that's enough.
I'm in your debt.
Is
Goodbye then. Come back if you find anything new.
so we are going to go ahead and throw. Great Chaos Fireball needs 2 slots. I did not know that. Well, we can get rid of combustion for it. That's okay. Now we're going to start throwing some levels into attunement. I'll go ahead and use the rest of these souls, just because there are a few other spells that I'm definitely going to want to have equipped. Might as well put souls towards it now. How many do we need for a level? Definitely more than this. 8,000. So now we can go to Sen's Fortress. Or, now that we have a Pyromancy Flame plus 10, we can head back down to Blighttown and go talk to somebody, that Pyromancer I was talking about. But before we do that, I'm going to call it quits for this episode here. I'm going to keep playing. It's only 7:30. I'm going to record a shitload more episodes tonight just because I feel like playing Dark Souls. So I will see you guys in what for me will be 30 seconds. For you, it might be a day or two. Thank you everybody very much for watching. We've come up with like... we're close to like 40 views on all of these episodes, which is more views than I would normally get on any playthrough. Which is kind of wild considering I haven't uploaded in pretty much a year since the Dark Souls uploads. So to have 40 people coming back and viewing this, basically 40 people give or take, it's kind of crazy. So I'm going to keep pumping these out. If the views and the likes and comments, go ahead and throw comments down there. I try to respond to all comments on my videos. If they keep coming, I'm just going to keep pumping it out. We'll play through the whole series. But with that said, my rambling done. Thank you very, very much for watching. And yeah, peace.